What's up YouTube, Nitro Kid 98 back with another video today. Today we're going to finally be putting the eBay racing radiator into the SRT4 along with the silicone hoses. We're going to be flushing the radiator system out because even after the last flush, it has rust back in the system. Now I'm really hoping that it's not the way that I flushed it. I know the way I flushed it got a lot of it out, but I'm hoping it's just caught up in the radiator. I don't know that there's a lot of places in the block that it can really get trapped as easily as I feel like big dust or big rust particles could in the radiator. So we may get a flush when we go to Advanced Auto Parts here in a second because I got to pick up coolant. I'm not quite sure yet because I'm a little restricted on time today, so I'm not really sure I have a full time to do that. We may just go ahead and bleed all the rust out of it and then go ahead and throw the radiator in it and the hoses. But I'm pretty sure there's nowhere near as much rust in it as there was last time. But I'm still amazed. I'm going to go ahead and just say this because I know a lot of you guys have commented on it. I've even had one or two people hit me up on the Facebook page like, dude, you know eventually something bad's going to happen with all that rust in there. I'm fully aware of that. And I know exactly what problem that rust is going to cause in that SRT4. It's going to cause that very inconvenient problem you don't need when you don't need it the most, and when you're in the middle of bumfuck Egypt and it's just going to blow shit up. The head gasket or something's going to let go literally at the most inconvenient place possible, which we were in Georgia. I am fully amazed that didn't happen. But I didn't realize rust was back in the system until we went to leave and I checked all my fluids because of that long, like 3.5 hour journey, and I was like, oh shit, there's rust back in the system. That's when we bought the radiator. So anyways guys, I'm going to go ahead and Advanced Auto Parts real quick, pick up the stuff we need, then we're heading over to the shop. Alright guys, enough waiting. Here is the eBay racing radiator that I got for the SRT4. The only complaint I guess I kind of have is a couple of flues already bent, but it's so easy to bend those little things. It's just, you know, I can't really complain too much about it. Comes with nice little rubber caps here to keep debris from getting in there until you actually install it. It's pretty clean inside of there, as you can see. Yeah, nice, no rust. Oh, ain't that awesome? It's aluminum, so I shouldn't have to worry about that too much. But anyway, everything seems to line up and look like it's going to actually fit. I've kind of took some looks at the mounts and everything like that. It's got the pepcock down there. I like the way that that's done. About all racing radiators are set up that way. And the cool thing I like about it being that way is if you happen to lose it, you can just go get a bolt and an O-ring. So yeah, that literally is what was on the Eclipse because I lost the one to the racing radiator. So I did a bolt and an O-ring and it worked out fantastic. So we're going to go ahead and start tearing stuff down and yeah, bolt this boy in. So here we go. Alright, so taking out the old radiator is going to be pretty straightforward. There's one thing that's I know is going to be a problem, and it's the bottom radiator hose because one of the clamps to get a screwdriver in there isn't like the worst place possible. We're going to take off our two upper mounts, and then we're going to basically take off our radiator hose, and then we're going to take off the bottom radiator hose and then pull it out. But first, I got to get this thing on jack stands and drain every bit of the existing coolant and doo-doo water, rusty shit out of it, and then we can actually start working on it further. So let's go ahead and get jack stands up rather than this thing and start letting it drain. car is completely off jack, or completely on jack stands, go ahead and start draining all the existing coolant in there and see how bad the rust is and decide where we go from there. Alright, so they could not have put the pepcock to this radiator in a more fucked up place. It is literally right beside the intercooler piping, and there's a piece of wire harness, like a nice big thick piece of wire harness going right in front of the pepcock, and I can't get it to move out of the way without undoing the intercooler piping, which I am not going to do. So what we're going to do is unbolt the top here. We're going to go ahead and unbolt these top mounts right here, and then we're just going to go ahead and kind of pull it up a little bit, which will allow me to get to that radiator hose a little bit better, and it'll kind of allow me to move the radiator so I can actually get to that pepcock a little bit easier from up under. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do real quick. Okay, well, come to find out, the biggest reason that I can't get to the pepcock is because it is broken. And what I mean by that is basically the little butterfly on the tip where you twist it, well, that's not there no more. That's why when I'm feeling for it, I'm not feeling anything. Last time we did it at Mickey D's, we actually didn't take anything out of the bottom. We just flushed it through the top radiator hose. Basically, I did this part to the thermostat out and took another hose and ran to the side and just bled it out that way, which is probably why I didn't get all the rust out, because what was sitting on the bottom wasn't going to be pushed out of the top. So that's why I didn't notice this problem last time. So what I did is I cut the radiator hose with a razor. We're going to let it drain from the bottom radiator hoses and replace them anyway. Hopefully I'll be able to get all the rust and shit out that way, and then we'll be putting the new stuff in and it'll run great. So here we go. Oh yes. Oh yes. Look at the brown goodness. Oh yes. So pretty. Not pretty at all. Actually, it's nasty as shit. It smells so fucking bad. Like, it smells so bad. Like, look in there. Look at that. It's so nasty. Holy shit. I am really sorry, SRT4, that I let this happen to you. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Oh. It's probably like the best piss this car's ever taken. It's probably like, God, it feels so good to get this shit out. Oh, it feels so much better. Oh. Oh, it's like one of them. It's like literally. This is like one of them nights, I don't know anybody that, if you're old enough, like when you've been out drinking, like, and you pass out in wherever you're at, you finally wake up, and you've held your piss for so long, and you finally like, oh, that's what my car feels like right now. I'm sorry, I just had to like get that, probably a horrible visual image for some of you out there, but I just had to let that be known of, yeah. Anybody 21 or older, you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and finish letting this boy drain, finish letting my car take in the greatest piss of its life. And then we're going to go ahead and clean the system out a little bit, and then we're going to put all the new stuff in. So we're going to cut that hose a little bit more because this is taking fucking forever. So I finally got all the stuff out of the car. The radiator, which was absolute hard, or headache. You can see, this is what we're messing with right there. Yeah, it's literally caked up. But what's draining out of the actual engine block still ain't no better, but whatever. So anyway, I'm going to start putting the rest of the stuff in. The damn camera shut off by accident, so I get to film it. Best thing to do is unbolt your fans, pull them out first, and then do your radiator second. But you got to unbolt your radiator from your condenser. If you don't, your condenser is going to want to keep going with it. If you don't have AC, you are a lucky bastard, which I'm about to take mine out. So, alright, so I got the first radiator hooked onto the block. Now we're going to go ahead and work on setting the radiator in. And then we'll bolt the rest of it up. I don't think I'm going to put the fans on it first. I think I'm going to put the fans on it last. So. Alright, so we finally got everything installed. We got the system completely bled. There is no leaks other than the giant leak up under the car where I kept spilling coolant everywhere. And no matter what I do, I will never become an artist at doing that. I can pour oil like a motherfucker, but I cannot pour coolant. It just makes a mess. But anyway, we got the system completely bled. There's no leaks, once again, other than where I spilled stuff. We did not completely remove the AC. For anybody who starts parking, if I do, the title says AC delete and radiator delete. AC delete and radiator install. I am not done. Yes, all this stuff is still here. I am not done. I've been up since 1 o'clock in the morning, and it's about 10 o'clock now. I'm pretty tired. I need to go home and get a nap, and I got to work tonight. So some of the stuff I did not get done. I will go back and take a lot more of that out, including the AC compressor when I get the Mopar AC delete kit. And we are going to put slim fans, because if you didn't notice in the video, I did break the tabs. I went to do a scene, pick it up and show you the fans. Oh, we're going to put the fans back in. I dropped it. And it had to break off 2 of the tabs. I hope that don't hurt anything. My luck, it's going to make one hell of an overheating issue. I hope not. But so I'm going to put the car down. I'm going to probably take it the rest of the day and drive it and leave the Cummins here. I hardly ever drive the SRT4. This is the first time I've seen it in 3 weeks. But anyway, this is where I'm going to cut this video off if the camera will show me and quit going like dark night on me. Drop a like, guys. This video was actually really hard to make because nothing wanted to come on and off the car like it was supposed to from where the previous owners swapped the motor out. I am a full believer now that that's not the original engine. Just because some of the things I've seen, I see a couple things where I did the intercooler install. I've seen a lot more now that lead me to believe that this thing's definitely been taken out before and put back in. There's a button either here or here. Damn, look at that dirty hand. It says subscribe. You need to hit that. It's going to give you a lot more awesome videos. We're really about to start hardcore in the Miata. I know most of my fan base is Eclipse and SRT4. But come on, guys. You know you want to be on board to watch some Miata stuff too. I mean, I know everybody else does it, but they didn't do it like Nitro Kids. So anyways, guys, if you have a question, drop a comment in the comment section below. I'll tell you anything you need to know. Appreciate it, guys.